Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. Today we're gonna have a very short tutorial and it's about the swipe thing in the Android and OS. So the mechanism I'm gonna use, the method I'm gonna use is a very easy one, and it depends on a few basic variables. So the first two variables that are important, the first two factors, the X and Y position. Okay, so how are we gonna do this? Now let's assume that this is an object. Now in the timeline where the steps or the frames are going, let's say that this is our first frame. Okay, so this is frame 0. In the frame 1, okay, if this object moves to the up 1 pixel or even more than 1 pixel, so originally the X and Y were 0. Now Y is 1, X is 0. Okay, but this is moving upward, which is at the angle 90. If we say that let's have the object here. Oh, let's just do it like this. Okay, this is our object. If it moves upwards, so it's moving towards the degree 90. If it moves to the right side, it moves to the degree 0 or angle 0 or degree 0. If it moves downward, it's 270, and if it moves to the left side, it's 180. So these are the angles the object is moving towards. Now what we are controlling now is to check through the steps which angle this object is moving towards, so we would know and we would control the movement of the object itself. So let me just go inside the Gamemaker and show you how this is done. The first thing you need is a small project, and I'm gonna use this sample which I have, and I think you are familiar with Mr. Rick, and he has a very basic movement code and just that. Now the next object I created beside the object Rick and object wall is the object tab, O tab, and it has 3 events. In the create event, you want to have 2 variables, which are angle and it equals to 0, and alarm. Now in my case, I'm using the first method in using the swipe. There is another one and it will be in the part 2, so this is part 1. Now in this method we're gonna use alarm 0 and it equals to 5. Actually you can change this to a bigger amount or less, but I feel good with 5. Now the next thing is the step event. Now we want to have the X and Y position. We want to set the X and Y position to the position of the mouse. So X equals mouse X and Y equals mouse Y. And in the alarm itself, you can write the code just here, and if you don't want, you can just run a script which will have the code itself. Then you must destroy the object, and I will tell you why. Now in this script I didn't write anything, we will just write it together. So first thing you want to have is point of direction. So we want to know the direction the object is moving towards. Now I'll just say PD for point of direction, and you want to say point direction X start, so the starting X. So when the object is created, it has a X start and Y start. Okay, next is X and Y. Okay, so we want the first X and the current X. Okay, so we would understand to which direction we are moving. You get that? So next, now we want to check the direction we are moving towards. So we have up and we have down, we have right, and we have left. Actually, this is extremely wrong, because you would have firstly the right, then the up, then the left, then the down. So it will move like this in a circle. Okay, this is degree 0, 90, 180, 270. So it doesn't matter, I'm just saying, is if you want to have it correctly, but actually it doesn't matter, it's not changing anything. So first thing is the right. So we would say if point of direction is bigger than what? Let's go back to Photoshop and let's see. Oh, I lost it. Let's see which direction, which angles or degrees are the right side. So first thing is 0, but we cannot write 0. Okay, so I want to make a better way. What is the better way? I'll just create something like this. Okay, something like this. Okay, and here and here. Okay, so this direction, okay, this direction, okay, is the right side, is moving to the right. Okay, presents the right. Okay, so if our direction is in one of these angles, okay, and actually you can shrink it down and make like lots of things. I mean, for example, I'll show you this in the next tutorial, but let's have it, let's keep it simple for now, and we will expand it in the next tutorial, so don't rush. Now this presents the right side, so the degree is between 0 and 45 and between 315, I guess, and 0 and 360, right? So PD is bigger than what? Okay, PD should be bigger than 315. Okay, so let me just do it like this. So it's bigger than 315, but this is the tricky thing in the right side. If you say and less than 45, it will get stuck. Okay, because what is less than 45 is this, but 300 and something is not less than 45, so it won't work. So you want to say and, or not and. If you say and, it won't work, so you need to have or PD, okay, is also less than 45. Okay, no, sorry, it's less. Here it's bigger, so it will be 316, 17, and so on, just like in here, like 320, 330, 340, and so on, or less than 45, which is 40, 30, 20, and 10, and 0. Okay, this is the right side. Okay, so if this is true, let's put it like this. If this case scenario is true, what we want to do? We want our object to do something. So we will write, for example, with, okay, with, and you want to write, for example, object rake, okay, with object rake, and you open this and say, for example, move to the to the right. Okay, and you would just do the same to the upward. Okay, but in this case, let's guess which angles we need. Now I'm gonna have this, and we will just move it up. So we are moving upward. So let's see, it's between 45, and it moves towards 135. Okay, so we will have it here. So this would be bigger than 45 and less than 135. Okay, that's very easy, right? It must be more than 45 and less than 135. And don't forget to change this to and, because it should be this and this, not this or this. You understand? The next thing you want to, and this will be move up. Okay, the next one to the left side. So I think this is just easy. You want to have the greater side is just the next amount after this, so it would be 130. You can write, for example, now here is 45, now it's bigger, so 135. Okay, and here the next amount, which is this plus 90 degrees, which is, let's go and see it by ourselves. So if I have this moving like this, it will be between 35 and 225. So let's come here and change this to 225, and this will be and. Okay, let me copy this and paste it here. Now this is moving left, and this is moving down. Now this would be obviously 225, and this is this 315. And let's check if it's right. You see, it's between 225 and 315, so it's quite correct. So now we are checking if our direction is between these angles. So if it is between these angles, we will decide to which direction we are moving. So if our angle is, for example, is 296, we understand that we are moving downwards. If the angle is 342, it's moving to the right side. If it's, for example, 101, it's moving upwards. If it's, for example, 159, it's moving to the left side. So I guess you understood what I'm saying, I hope. Now, instead of move to the right or move to the left or jump, or now, okay, how we would use these? Okay, it's very simple. It's just, you can go here in the objects itself and come here. Now let's see what we have. We have 4 keys, right? Now the thing is, where we are controlling, so this is a control. So if key left, we want to do this. So you want to just copy this and come here and do like this. That's it. That was very easy. Okay, but this is the right, and I copied the left here, and I don't know why I did this. Cut and do it in the left. Okay, now you go and copy the right side and paste it in the right side. Okay, and we have jumping, so it's up. Now key jump. Okay, we want to check something, so we need to check something first. We would say if grounded. Okay, this is in my case. In your case, maybe things are different. This is in my case. In case if you have a similar project to my project. Now, vertical speed equals to jumping. Thanks to Sean. And, oh God. Okay, I hope that this is understandable. So, because here we are checking if the key jump is true and grounded is true as well. So here we must check if our grounded variable is true. The next is the down, but here I don't have a down key or down animation or anything, so I'll just leave it as it is. But you can add whatever you need to add. Okay, but let's come here to the object rig, and we will have a left, a global left pressed. Okay, so global left pressed, and eventually you want to add this small code, and it is instance create, okay, x, no, not x, sorry, mouse x and mouse y, and it's alt tab, right? So now what we are doing is once I press the left button globally, so wherever in the screen, it will create this object. Now once this object is creating, it will see the X start and Y start. Okay, so let's say that the X start and Y start is 0. Now if I move the mouse downwards, the Y will be in minus, and all the other X and Y, X will remain 0, but Y will be in minus. So we would understand that we are moving downwards because of the point of direction, which is checking the X start and Y start and the current X and the current Y. Understand me? So, and it will destroy itself after 5 frames. So it's a very small, tiny amount of time. Understand? Let's check it inside the project itself. Okay, we're running the project. Now, this is our dude. You see, if I click, it creates the object, but it's doing nothing. It's just moving slightly to the right. Now, if I do like this, okay, you see, it's moving to the right. But the thing is, we are destroying the object once the alarm is done. So this is not helping this dude to do anything, but it helps. It's very good in the jump, okay, because once I do like this, it jumps amazingly, okay, but it's not moving to the right, so it's not working when you use the right and left side. Why is that? Because I'm using the alarm system. Now, what to do in order to have this working, so no matter what I'm doing, this dude would move to the right and left. How to do this? You would see this in the next tutorial, and it will, I guess this will be very exciting for you to know how to do this, to just click the mouse and move to the right side, and this object will just keep moving continuously to the right side or to the left side, or even crouching or something like this. This will be super amazing and super exciting. So I hope that you guys will wait and have patience to see this new exciting tutorial. So until then, you guys have a great day.